Salam! How's everyone doing? I hope everyone is doing fine. Today I just wanted to sit here and share with you guys some books that I bought. This is just going to be a quick video for you guys because I'm gonna have a Quran class in an hour. Because usually after my Quran class, I'll probably take like a nap before Zohar prayer. I just wanted to share with you a book haul. I told myself that, I have too many books and nobody needs more books, but who am I kidding? So I saw this and there are a couple of books that are on sale right now. So I was like, okay, why not just buy some? I got this delivered I think about 3 or 4 days ago. I just did not have the time to unbox it. So let's just unbox it right now using my husband's trusty Swiss knife. My husband usually doesn't let me handle this knife because he knows that I'm really what's the word? Clumsy. Yes, that's the word, clumsy. So let's just hope I don't cut myself. In other news, it's just really hot right now in Malaysia and I am like blasting the air conditioner on the whole day. I feel so bad because I think that the electricity bills are gonna be a bit high this month. But yeah, it's just crazy hot. Like it's about like 30 degrees. The weather forecast says it's 30 degrees, but I think it's much higher than that. It's like blazing hot right now. And you can see the sun glaring at my face. I'm not using the knife right now, I'm using the scissors. Such a cute pair of scissors. There's nothing like a delivery of new books, guys. Let me know in the comments down below what books you have been reading so far. Really slacking on my reading this past month because I think it's just Ramadan. It makes me feel really sleepy. I bought 5 books. Knowing me, I just placed the order and I forgot how many books that I bought. So the first one is Colonialism in the Malay Archipelago. This is very relevant to me as I am staying in Malaysia. We were taught about colonialism when we were studying history in high school, but I thought that it wasn't as detailed as I would want it to be, so I thought that this would be a very nice addition to my bookshelf. This one is actually really interesting because it is actually not by just one author. They have multiple authors. So the authors are academics and scholars and also includes a keynote address from our current Prime Minister. So I thought that would be really interesting to read. So it's only about 327 pages. The words aren't that big and I really like this drawing. Look at that. That's really interesting. The editor for this book is Osman Bakar. I've heard about his name before, but for the life of me, I can't remember where I read this book. But anyway, Osman Bakar is Emeritus Professor in Philosophy of Science at the University of Malaya and holder of the Al-Ghazali Chair of Epistemology and Civilizational Studies at the International Islamic University Malaysia. And the second editor is Ahmad Murad American. He is the Professor of Social and Intellectual History and Head, Malay Islamic Civilization Unit, also at the IIUM. And Wan Ali Wan Mamad, a specialist in Malay manuscripts, is the Senior Academic Fellow, also at IIUM. This is the first book that I have that is predominantly contributed to by Malaysian academics, so I'm very excited to read this. Again, this is the Malay Archipelago, Colonialism in the Malay Archipelago. The next one that I bought is this book by Dr. Louis Fatui. So it is the book about the Prophet Joseph in the Quran, the Bible, and history. I thought this was really interesting because I knew about Dr. Louis Fatui by, I think it was from an interview that Paul Williams did on his channel, Blogging Theology. It was an interview with Dr. Louis Fatui. A bit of background about him is that he was born in Baghdad, Iraq in 1961 to a Christian family. He converted to Islam in his early 20s. He obtained a Bachelor of Science in Physics from the College of Science, University of Baghdad in 1984. And in 1992, he and his wife moved to the UK where he obtained his PhD in Astronomy from the Physics Department, Durham University in 1998. The author of several books and many articles in Arabic and English, Dr. Fatui is particularly interested in Quranic exegesis, history in the Quran, and comparative religion. His latest book is Jihad in the Quran, The Truth from the Source. So this will be interesting. Never seen any of his books in like the major bookstores I've been to. So I actually got these books from an independent Islamic bookstore online. I really like exploring independent bookshops in Malaysia because I guess they have like a smaller budget but they bring in really good books and you can find really good gems once in a while. Text is not as big and it's about less than 300 pages. So it focuses a lot on the surah and it relates it to the history and narration. of the Prophet, peace be upon him. The third book that I bought is this one, Imam al-Shafi'i in the Quest of Knowledge. This is by Islahi Muhammad Yusuf and translated and edited by Abu Asad. Not a very hard book to read, I believe. It's really small and the fonts are quite big, less than 100 pages. So I think I could finish this in like a day or two. So let's see what this is about. This is the story of Imam Muhammad ibn Idris al-Shafi'i's search for knowledge. The story revolves around a son whose sole mission in life is to acquire knowledge, a teacher who lovingly accepts him, and a widow who not only bears with the separation of her only son, but also shares his passion for knowledge. Their innate nobility, their ability to suffer for a common cause, their intense love for the Prophet, peace be upon him, and their infinite trust in Allah gave them the dimensions of epic heroes. The invaluable lesson which Imam al-Shafi'i's story teaches, although it may not have been his main objective, is that Allah befriends and watches over anyone who endeavors to acquire religious knowledge with the intention of disseminating it. So Imam al-Shafi'i, as you know, is the founder of the Shafi'i school of thought, which many Muslims around the world follow. And the last two books are both by Muhammad Asad, Islam at the Crossroads and The Unromantic Orient. You can see it. Okay, so Muhammad Asad is I think he is a Jew, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. In this book, there's actually a short biography about him. Born Leopold Weiss in the Polish city of Lvov in 1900, was the grandson of an Orthodox rabbi and the son of a lawyer. At the age of 13, he mastered Hebrew and Aramaic. His father desired him to become a rabbi, but he rejected this plan, not without grieving his father. By his early 20s, he could write and read the German, French, and Polish languages. He took to journalism and achieved quickly wide notice as an outstanding Near Eastern correspondent to leading newspapers of the continent, more especially as correspondent of Frankfurter Zeitung of Germany. He went to the Middle East and he befriended Muslims, and ultimately he became Muslim. The first book that I read from Muhammad Asad, this one, The Road to Mecca. I love this book. This book is like, there are just few books in your lifetime that you read where you just don't want to put them down, and this is one of those books for me. His writing style is amazing. It's so poetic, at the same time very blunt, but also very easily understandable. This is actually a book that Sami Hamdi, the political analyst, he's been making rounds talking about the current situation that we have right now, and he quotes this book a lot. So I was like, what book is that he quotes? I thought it sounded interesting, so I went on the hunt for this book, found it pretty easily in a bookshop, and I bought it, I read it, I loved it. I love it. I may do a review of this book in the near future, I'm not sure. If anyone wants a review of this book, please let me know. These books seem pretty easy to read, less than 150 pages. This one I believe is also it's about 100 pages. So basically, in the author's words, this little book is a humble contribution towards that great goal. It is the statement of a case of Islam versus Western civilization. I know that it's already gonna be good because The Road to Mecca was amazing. So this is probably going to be really good as well. The Unromantic Orient is about... I don't know what this book is about when I bought it. I just buy a book because, oh, it's an author that I really like. There's no summary at the back. Oh, there it is. This is the first English translation of a long-forgotten work, recaptures his initial experiences in an unknown and intriguing land where he found a new home and a new sense of belonging. The Unromantic Orient is not only an impressionistic journal of a young man in search of certitude, it also provides insights into the spiritual transformation of Leopold Weiss, who would soon convert to Islam and spend the rest of his life in studying and writing about it. The travelogue starts at the Jerusalem train station and takes us through Cairo, Amman, parts of the Transjordan, Palestine, Damascus, and Istanbul. So again, very excited to read this book as always. Again, Muhammad Asad's book, The Road to Mecca, I would highly recommend it. And after that, I finished reading this book, and this one, I'll probably also review it. That's my Ramadan book haul. Very happy to have my books. And the good thing about buying books in Malaysia is that you can actually claim tax incentives. You can claim tax incentives on these books. I'm not sure whether you can do that in your own country. Please let me know in the comments down below. And also, let me know in the comments down below what books that you have been reading so far and what books that you actually recommend for me to read. That'll be interesting as well. These are the books that I have. Again, number one would be Colonialism in the Malay Archipelago, Islam at the Crossroads by Muhammad Asad, The Unromantic Orient by Muhammad Asad, Imam Shafi'i in Quest of Knowledge by Islahi Muhammad Yusuf, The Prophet Joseph by Dr. Louis Fatui. So that's my quick video for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!